Well, hello there. Okay, Blue Bloods. Does anybody out there watch Blue Bloods? And this is for anybody in the UK or over the pond in the great US of A. I do. I've watched it since it first started. I've watched many, many better shows. It ain't a top show. There's been much better, but there's something about it I like. I think I like the characters in it. I just find the overall thing comforting. It's just something decent to watch. It passes the time. I quite like it. For those that don't know what it is, it's a cop show, mainly a cop show. It's about three generations of police family, a police commissioner, and then his son, and then his sons. The police commissioner steps aside, and his son takes the big job, and his sons are still working there. They've also got a daughter in the DA. She's the assistant DA at the moment, and going for the big job shortly. And I just sort of enjoy the show. But just some observations on it. It's just, we laugh at it every week. I mean, the fact that they manage to have a Sunday dinner together every single week, and some of the greatest dinners ever on TV, by the way, in the massive big house they own there, tickles us up. You've got Grandpa, you've got Pa, you've got his sons, you've got his grandsons. They're all there on the big square table. It's brilliant. It doesn't really happen much in the real world, I don't think, but it happens in their world. But so, we were just having a laugh last night watching it. It was on the TV in England here last night. I was having a laugh, and you look at it, just some observations. You've got Janko, that's the young lady that's married to, I think, the youngest son. I think it's the youngest son. She's a scary copper. She must be all of 4'11", maybe 5'1". You've got Jamie, the fellow that she's married to. He looks about 5'4". He might not even be that tall, I don't know. It was brilliant last night, that's what got us laughing. They actually had him last night appearing with a bit of a sidekick. He's never had a sidekick before, but he had this sidekick. The sidekick looked about 4'2". The wife actually said, "Oh my God, he could be a small jockey." Not a jockey, a small jockey, she said. I said, "God, you're right." I said, "How tall is he? Or how far away is he?" God, he was small. He couldn't have been 6 stone wet through. But I think they were putting him on there to try to make Jamie look taller. So you had Janko here, you had Jamie there, and you had this other fella down here. And then you've got the dad. I mean, there's Jamie just above Janko. You've got the dad, old Tom Selleck, him that used to be Magnum. And by the way, I've got a mate called Magnum who's the spitting image of him. Honestly, if you seen him out in the street, you'd think you were in America. You think you'd been transported to Magnum. He looks so much like him, I can't tell you. But that's another story. So you've got Janko, you've got Jamie, and then you've got old Tom Selleck. He's up here. He's monstrous. Then you've got Tom. We'll go to Tom next. You've got Tom. Now, he's as flat-footed as can be. You've never, ever, ever known a man that's more flat-footed. Not only is he flat-footed, he's extremely slow on his feet. I mean, he's not a serving cop anymore, as in he never gets from behind his desk, but if ever he was, having to go and tackle an intruder, I mean, they'd know he was there before he got there. They'd know 20, 30, 40 yards before he got there. He's going bang, 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 bang with his feet. And he's slow with it. And I said to other half, I said, "You've got old Jamie who's about 5'4". What would you get in the police? I'm sure over here, you've got to be a certain size before you could get in there. And I would imagine if it's that over here, it's got to be like that in America. And then you've got old Tom. I don't think Tom's problem is just that he's old now. I think he's always been flat-footed. I'm sure he's always been very flat-footed. I don't think he'd have got in the police. Now, all right, as a commissioner, you can probably be flat-footed, but surely as a serving copper, and he's supposed to have done 30 or 40 years as a policeman before he got the big job, surely he couldn't have got it if he was flat-footed, surely. And he is. It's horrendous. And then you've got old Danny Boy, one of the old... was he one of the Backstreet Boys original, or was he a brother of one? I think he was one of them, to be honest with you. It's unbelievable. He's on every major case. I mean, this is a family in New York City. New York, you all. New York. They must have 2, 3, 4,000 cops there. They might have more. I don't know how many they've got. But every time there's a real major case, it's always Danny that's involved. And he's only a normal detective, a run-of-the-mill detective. But the major cases on the show always seem to revolve around him. Do they never have any other major cases in New York? Do they never have any other coppers that are capable of taking him on? He's always old Danny Boy. Every week he's got a massive case on. It's not like your normal cop in this, It's just totally different. But I mean, we like it, but you can pick holes in it, as I've just done. Strange. What do you think? Do you think Jamie would have got in a police force in America or in the US or in the USA or in Great Britain? Do you think Frank would have got in a police force with flat feet like that? I think it's a no to both of them, but the producers and the scriptwriters aren't seeing it. Anyway, they were my thoughts only. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't mind being wrong. You know that already, don't you?